children. So are you ready for the next part of the Faraway Tree? We are on chapter 4, In Search of a Spell. Do you remember that Connie had crept off in the land of secrets, and that naughty girl had listened to a secret that she shouldn't have been listening to, and the enchantress put a spell on her so she can't speak now? Oh, forgot to have a toy on my lap. They all left their umbrellas and raincoats behind and went up into the land of enchantments. It wasn't a twilight land like the land of secrets. It was a land of strange colours and lights and shadows. Everything shone and shimmered and moved. Nothing stayed the same for more than a moment. It was beautiful and strange. There were curious little shops everywhere, where witches, enchanters and goblins cried their wares. There was a shining palace that looked as if it was made of glass and towered up into the sky. The enchanter, Mighty One, lived there. He was head of the whole land. There were magic cloaks for sale that could make anyone invisible at once. How Joe longed to buy one of those. There were silver wands full of magic. There were enchantments for everything. Spell to turn your enemy into a spider, yelled one goblin. Spell to enchant a bird to sit on your hand, called another. Spell to understand the whispering of the trees, cried another. Look at all those fairies dancing in a ring and singing as they dance, said Beth, turning her head, as she saw a party of bright-winged fairies dancing all together in a ring. She went over to watch them, and they smiled at her and held out their hands. "Come and dance too, little girl," they cried. Beth didn't realise they were all dancing inside a ring, a fairy ring drawn on the ground in white chalk. Oh no! In no time, she was in the ring too, linking hands with the fairies and dancing round and round. The others watched, smiling. Then Joe gave a cry of horror and pointed to the ground. "Beth's gone into a ring! Beth, come out, quick!" Beth looked alarmed. She dropped the hands of the fairies and came to the edge of the ring. But oh no, poor Beth couldn't jump over it. She was a prisoner in the magic ring. "Saucepan, get the spell at once, the one your mother gave you," cried Joe. "Quick, quick, before anything happens to Beth. She may be getting enchanted." Saucepan took the lid of the kettle where he'd put the spell. He put in his hand and felt about. He felt and felt with a worried look coming on his face. "Saucepan, be quick," said Joe. "Oh no, the spell has gone," said Saucepan miserably. "You look in the kettle, Joe. The spell isn't there. I can't get Beth out of the magic ring." Everyone stared at Saucepan Man in horror. "Saucepan, the spell can't be gone." "Why, you put the lid on as tightly as could be," said Silky. "Let me look." Everyone looked, but it was quite plain to see the kettle was empty. There was no spell there. "Well, maybe you didn't put it into that kettle, but you put it into another one," said Joe. "You've got so many hanging round you. Try looking in another kettle, Saucepan." So Saucepan looked into every single one of his kettles, big and small, even into his saucepans too, but the spell was not to be found. We're in real danger in this strange land without a spell to protect us, said Silky. But we can't run off home because we mustn't leave Beth in a magic ring. And we have to try to get Connie put right. Oh dear. We need to find someone who will get Beth out of the ring, said Jo anxiously. Let's go around the land of enchantments and see if anyone can help us. I'm going to leave it there, children. Join me tomorrow for the next part of the story.